Here we see that the Japanese are finally fighting the Soviets north of Soviet Union. The British feel very much like surrendering here. They are yet to be invaded in their home territory. But I'm sure that this is a distinct possibility. What do I see here? It looks like Nazi home front is being stripped bare though. Very much stripped bare. However, here things are looking very good. What we're gonna produce now is passenger ship. I want to create many of these passenger ships. Okay. So that we would have them enough. We would have enough of these during our future operations. So as you can see, supply is not a major problem. It's October. That makes the temperatures go as low as 42 Celsius. And we are undoubtedly fighting them quite well. We're going to add more officers. Let's take a look at the Stalingrad front precisely here. And see how things are going. It looks like the Soviets are massing all kinds of rebellions. All in all, I don't see much fighting going on here, and the front itself is quite weak, I would say. I wouldn't be surprised if it's soon going to be overtaken by the Eastern Front, which would be equally good. That is our Eastern Front mostly. Well, look at that, they have opened themselves a door out of this pocket right here. I'm not sure why they're even holding it so firmly. There's really no need for them to hold this area that firmly. But the Soviets want to do it, let them do it then. Okay. Looks like they are holding the center extremely effectively. However, it's fine with us. They can successfully hold the center for incredible lengths of time. Let's take a look at the fighting that's taking place here. What I really kind of enjoy seeing here is that we are fighting very consistently. The reinforcements have been increased, so it looks like we are losing soldiers at a much higher rate. Little do our people know that the storm divisions that went in to fight are going to be wiped out at least up to 50%, so most of them who march out will die on the eastern front, and they will have to be replaced, so that's the thing to note, because that's exactly what's happening. Here we see another province with radar installations. That's not the only province though. There's quite a bit of fighting going on here. We are fighting a powerful tank brigade there. It seems that the Soviets are employing this concept of tank brigades, approximately 3,000 men strong tank brigade, so they want tanks to fight all over the place, and they're doing this very effectively. So you can see their strength in the center is being held like created by a mass of motorized equipment. Here we're fighting a division, a tank division. Little they can do against that much anti-tank equipment that we have. I will add more supply. Now it's November. However, supply station isn't that bad. What I would like to see is this area taken care of, and I think that it will be taken care of sooner or later. All of these divisions could travel to the front line. However, they can't do it just yet, while this area is still strong, full of Soviets. So more or less everything seems to be just fine. Saudi Arabia here are suffering, and we are having ourselves a Islamic Yugoslavia. That's good. It wasn't as large as it would have been, but it's still a good place to go for vacation, you know. It looks like I see division movements all over the place here, all through the eastern front, and obviously that just makes us much stronger. I like to see that the Finn front is active too. And our supply logistics personnel are telling us that supply is green through the board, which means that everybody is well supplied. Here we can take a look at the numbers. There's consistent surplus of supply, which is very good. Wow, look at this. Look at this area right here. It can be easily taken by them. All in all, massive concentration of tanks by the enemy everywhere. It seems that on Stalingrad front there are very few divisions, if any. It looks like there are none currently. Everybody is serving on the Eastern Front, and it seems that on some occasions, on a few occasions, this Stalingrad front is being overtaken by the Eastern Front. It starts from here and it goes up here. No, up here, right there. So that means that the Nazis will be fighting here also. Not something that would have been here. So the Nazis will be fighting here on a much grander concentration. Furthermore, it looks like the fighting in the east by the Axis peoples have allowed the Nazis to send a few divisions back, but I'm not sure. For me personally, it looks like the area is stripped. I talked with the Nazi commanders. They told me there's approximately 500,000 soldiers in the France region. This France region is extremely well fortified. Here you can see the fortifications. These are barely penetrable, more or less impenetrable. They have shipyards that have been bombed here. And that's that. We are approaching Moscow, but very slowly, and that's what it's all about. It's all about doing this less rapidly. Very smart. All right. It seems that the Soviets will be able to successfully block us here. Now, what's the problem? They could create a corridor so long if they do not retreat, or if they do not beat the Axis troops here, that they will be surrounded. So, as you can see, this corridor starts at Soroka and it goes down to Onega, and if the Nazis push forward here, it may even stretch, so it won't have to be cut off in just 3 provinces. It will have to be cut off anywhere for the Soviets to kind of end up being continuously without the supply. So obviously on the home front things are a little bit more difficult without all the people, the Axis countries, but this was a good sacrifice because the front did move by quite a bit. We are sure about that. A descent is becoming to kick in. I need to make sure that it does not happen. Reinforcements are a constant issue for us. And even more of the Stalingrad front was taken by Eastern Front. As you can see, we don't have nearly as many tanks as they have, but we were able to do quite a bit of damage. Now our power has become once again weaker. So that's the look through the grand scheme of things, so through everything. In any case, if we defeat them here, more of our soldiers will be available to fight somewhere else, and it's all about supply here, and it's British in this Saudi Arabia, who don't even think about surrendering right now. Furthermore, here we're successfully fighting Americans. Very successfully. Americans don't seem to be able to win against us here. France is strong yet. Obviously they're defeated, but they're still calling themselves French. I'm personally very intrigued about the north, right here. When will the Soviets end up being surrounded, or will they be surrounded? Maybe they'll just leave this position. It's December and it's snowy, so our position here will surely end up being a lot less effective. Look at that, OKH destroyed, and that's what's coming from the Nazis. So OKH is their main command, and it looks like we've got this news. Maybe we intercepted this news, or maybe somebody just gave me this news that the Nazi high command has been wiped out. It could be that in the Wolf's Lair they detonated a bomb to kill Hitler. Instead of killing Hitler, they have killed everybody else, and we've got this message saying that their high command has been wiped out. In any case, we're watching closely the developments here, and so far things are going splendid for us. The way I see it is that we are consistently making progress. Without all of these troops that we currently got for ourselves, things would have been certainly a lot worse. So we're pushing on Moscow from at least 3 sides simultaneously. The distances are very, very similar, so that's good. Our Axis troops are all over through the board here. Here we're witnessing an offensive to close the gap. I see more and more of our troops are being stationed here now. The Soviets don't have that many troops here also. It looks like they're feeling pressure, and they will retreat. Instead of 10 tank divisions, they only have a few defending vital key roads into the territory. So that's the thing about this area, there are only so many, which is few, entrances that can be entered with reasonable number of troops through the area. And they're keeping it tight, sealed from everybody. However, we did not manage to close the pocket again. However, more fighting is taking place, as you can see. That's something to note. It looks like we are attacking. And it could be that we are going to do quite a bit of damage to them. But no, it looks like the Soviet will to fight is too strong here. They are not losing organization nearly at the same rate as we are. And we are losing troops quite strongly. But look at that. They are throwing in reinforcements.